As electric vehicles continue to enter the mainstream and being a more realistic choice for many buyers, let's have a look at the benefits of driving an EV. The cost, the maintenance, charging, and even the driving experience. Let's take a look. And remember, if you like this channel, you can always subscribe so you never miss a show. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Cost savings of EVs means there's many reasons to make the shift to EV, and it makes sense for many drivers. The first one being cost. Now, over the long term, there are many studies that show you are going to save a lot of money as an EV driver. But let's start at the point of purchase and say that the cost of each car will vary depending on the make and model. But it's fair to say that EVs are still more expensive to buy than their direct equivalent petrol or diesel version. However, those prices have dropped quickly in the past few years. Car makers like VW have said their ambition is for price parity between EVs and pistons. And compared to recent years, there's now an EV to suit most budgets. But running an EV is a different story because this is where you can make significant savings. In fact, multiple studies have shown that over the course of a typical ownership or the life of a vehicle, EVs are significantly cheaper to run. Now, it's hard to cover off every scenario, but check what applies in your own area. In many cases, there are subsidies or tax breaks for buying an EV. Some areas have extra incentives from local authorities or energy companies. Fueling your EV is the biggest difference. Charging on a typical home electricity tariff is much cheaper per mile than petrol. And this is also because EVs are more efficient to run. Most of the energy in a combustion car gets wasted in heat. Maintenance on EVs is also much cheaper. The largest cost of any EV is the battery, and these are proving to be incredibly resilient. Other expensive parts are the motor and the control electronics like the inverter. But there's so many moving parts in a combustion car to go wrong that compared, an EV has so few. Much less maintenance is required as many fewer things are moving around. Many owners find the only expenses they have are replacement tyres and wiper blades. Any fully electric car also has zero emissions at the tailpipe, so there are environmental benefits. For every mile driven, there's no pollution or dangerous gases. Many EV owners choose to charge their car on renewable energy or even generate their own from solar panels on their homes. And burning petrol or diesel isn't just dangerous at the tailpipe. Many people overlook the huge amounts of energy required to refine and distribute petrol products as well. Also, ease of fueling. Another benefit, which is hard to fully grasp until you've actually experienced it, is the feeling of having your car fully charged when you get in it every morning. Charging your EV at home is not only cheap, but it's also easy, with modern, compact wall chargers now being very efficient and fast to charge. So, whenever you need, you can simply plug it in and leave it and get on with your life. No more trips to the fuel station. And when you're on the move, there are increasingly more rapid chargers. So when you're taking a break and fueling yourself, your car is being fueled as well. We have to talk about the pleasure of driving. Finally, some would say this is the biggest benefit of driving an EV, and that is the experience. One of the most noticeable reactions from everyone when they first drive electric is how quiet and peaceful the experience is. No more revving an engine or changing gears for a burst of speed. The silent electric motors create a comfortable experience, and when you want more performance, even a budget EV has better performance than a supercar of only a couple of decades ago. A quick press of the accelerator, and at speeds of, well, up to 60 miles an hour or 100 kilometers an hour, even cheap electric city cars will give you a satisfying burst of power and put a smile on your face. That's because electric motors have instant torque from 0 RPM. From a standstill, the maximum power from the motor is available instantly. Gone are the days of revving an engine hard to get an overtake of the car in front. No, in many EVs, The battery is also placed in the bottom of the car, giving EVs a very low centre of gravity. Plus, with no heavy engine at the front or the rear of the car, there's no mass of weight trying constantly to unbalance the vehicle. So handling and performance of EVs is far superior. Well, those are our highlights for driving electric cars, but any current EV owners watching this will definitely have some more. So let us know yours in the comment section below, and we'll see you on the next one.